This morning, I'd like to reflect on the reading that we just heard today. That reading, it's a very brief reading, but it's a very deep reading. If I were musically inclined and for a song, I would say the melody was short, but the harmony was very profound. That's a reading that Paul wrote to the church of Philippi, to the Philippians. The Philippians loved the Apostle Paul. In fact, they sent him gifts to help him on his missionary journeys. And Paul loved the Philippians as well, as he loved all the churches, I believe, he established. But he had a special place in his heart for the Philippians because he's asking them to set the example for everybody around them. He's calling them to show by their actions that they are actually Christians, what it means to be a Christian. And he's calling them to do this in a society that surrounds them. He calls them a depraved race in that reading. It's a little stern, but I mean, he's calling us to the same level, if you think about it, in modern times. This week, in fact, our Holy Father, Pope Francis, has reinforced this teaching of setting the Christian example. He said that you could give an atheist a library full of books on God, and he would not do as much good as acting like a Christian. That's this week. Well, how is a Christian supposed to act? And I think that if you look at the Gospels the last couple of Sundays, it gives us a pretty good idea, at least to start anyway. You've heard it said, thou shalt not kill, but I say to you, you shall not get angry. You've heard it said, you shall not commit adultery, but I say to you, a man who looks at a woman with lust in his heart has already committed adultery. If someone slaps you on the right cheek, turn it off and them the left cheek as well. If someone takes your coat, give them your coat. Christ is calling the Christian to do more. To do more, to show more. In fact, again, in his homily to the brand new cardinals, the Holy Father had said, we are required not only to avoid repaying others the evil they have done to us, but also to seek generously to do good to them. When our enemies are thousands of miles away, that's a difficult thing to do. When we're separated by some bizarre belief systems or cultures, that's difficult to do. But what I think might even be harder is to do that to the people who are closer to us. It's easier in theory to say, oh, I love my enemies, but to build that bridge between you and that relative that nobody in the family speaks to anymore because of that remark they made at Thanksgiving 3 years ago. Or to understand that sales lady in Sears who was rude to you that day, be nice to her, turn the other cheek, because you don't really understand what she's going through. That nut who cut you off on the highway, forgive him, don't get angry. Trying to make that red credit card representative on the phone understand that that charge that you made for 1843 is not your charge. These are hard things to do. These really are. Every day these things come up. Every day. We don't have to do grandiose things. These are acts of love that come across our path every single day. This means we need as Christians again to do more. Where can we get this strength? Where do we get the strength to do more? Where do we get it? Well, I'm willing to suggest that we already have it. We're not going to do nice things because it's the socially acceptable thing to do. I mean, even ethical humanists volunteer their time to serve turkey on Thanksgiving. We, however, do our good things because we're imbued with the gospel of Christ. We do good things because we're striving to be Christ-like, to be perfect as our Father in heaven is perfect. We may fail, but we're asked to strive to try. We also have the sacraments. The sacraments that we receive have already given us the gifts of the Holy Spirit, and they continue to give us, with our reception of the Eucharist and other sacraments, the gifts of the Holy Spirit. Our job now is to make those our motivations. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, long-suffering, mildness, faith, modesty, continence, and chastity, the fruits of the Holy Spirit. These were asked to come. This was what gives us the strength. It allows us to become the light of the world, like the stars in the heaven, like Paul said in today's reading. This allows us to be that